Rule number 1, know yourself. Transformation begins with understanding. Ask yourself, what do I want? Who do I want to become? Reflect deeply and honestly. The more clarity you have about where you stand and where you want to go, the easier it will be to map out your journey. Rule number 2, set goals that matter. Your goals should light a fire within you. Write them down, make them specific, and tie them to a purpose bigger than yourself. A vague goal leads to vague results, but a clear goal, that leads to action. Rule number 3, prioritize your health. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, without health, nothing else matters. Commit to nurturing your physical and mental well-being. Exercise regularly, eat nourishing foods, and give your mind the rest and care it deserves. Rule number 4, develop a growth mindset. The way you think determines the way you live. Embrace failure as part of learning and seek opportunities to grow, even when they challenge you. In 2025, let curiosity and courage be your guide. Rule number 5, master the art of focus. Distraction is the thief of progress. Eliminate the noise in your life and focus on what truly matters. This year, let your priorities be your compass, not the demands of the world around you. Rule number 6, build meaningful connections. Transformation is not a solo journey. Surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. Invest in relationships that add value to your life and distance yourself from negativity. Rule number 7, embrace consistency. Big change doesn't happen overnight. It's the small, repeated actions that make the difference. Develop daily habits that align with your goals and stick to them, even when it's hard. Rule number 8, learn to adapt. If the past few years have taught us anything, it's that life is unpredictable. Be willing to pivot when necessary. Transformation requires flexibility, not rigidity. Rule number 9, give back. When you help others, you transform not just their lives, but your own. Find ways to contribute to your community, to causes that matter, and to people who need your wisdom and kindness. Rule number 10, celebrate your wins. Lastly, don't forget to acknowledge how far you've come. Small victories deserve recognition, and they fuel your motivation to keep going. Gratitude for the journey is just as important as reaching the destination. Ladies and gentlemen, as you step into 2025, remember, transformation isn't a one-time event. It's a process, a journey that requires intention, courage, and consistency. Take these 10 rules and make them your own. Your best year yet is waiting for you. Self-reflection is the cornerstone of personal transformation. It is the process through which we gain a deeper understanding of who we are, where we stand, and where we aspire to go. In a world full of distractions, taking the time to reflect may seem like a luxury, but it is in fact a necessity for meaningful change. If you want to transform your life in 2025, you must first look inward. Self-reflection begins with asking yourself some powerful, honest questions. What do I truly want in life? What have I been doing to achieve it? Am I satisfied with the person I am becoming? These are not easy questions, but they are essential. They force us to confront our reality, our habits, and even our fears. Too often, we operate on autopilot, following routines and patterns that no longer serve us. Reflection helps us pause, reassess, and decide if we need to take a different path. This process is not about judgment or self-criticism, it's about awareness. When you become aware of your strengths, weaknesses, and motivations, you empower yourself to make choices that align with your goals. For example, you may realize that a fear of failure has been holding you back from pursuing a dream. Once you recognize this, you can start working on strategies to overcome that fear. Self-reflection gives you clarity and direction. One of the most effective ways to engage in self-reflection is by journaling. Writing your thoughts down allows you to see patterns in your thinking and behavior. It creates a space where you can be completely honest with yourself. Take just 10 minutes a day to write about your experiences, emotions, and challenges. Over time, you'll begin to notice recurring themes, things you value, areas where you excel, and habits that hinder your growth. This insight is invaluable as you plan your transformation. Another powerful tool is meditation. Spending even a few minutes in stillness each day can help you connect with your inner self. Meditation teaches you to observe your thoughts without judgment, which is a critical skill for self-reflection. It allows you to step back and view your life from a broader perspective, free from the noise of daily stress. In these moments of quiet, you might discover truths about yourself that were hidden in the busyness of life. Self-reflection also involves taking stock of your external environment. The people, places, and activities you surround yourself with have a profound impact on who you are and who you're becoming. Are your relationships supportive and uplifting, or are they draining and toxic? Does your work align with your values and passions? These questions are just as important as reflecting on your internal world because transformation requires harmony between the two. It's important to remember that self-reflection is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that evolves as you grow. Set aside time regularly to review your progress. This could be weekly, monthly, or even quarterly. The key is to create a routine that works for you. During these sessions, celebrate your successes and acknowledge your challenges. Both are essential parts of your journey. One challenge many people face when reflecting is the tendency to dwell on past mistakes. While it's important to learn from your past, it's equally important not to get stuck there. Reflection is about moving forward, not reliving regrets. If you made choices you're not proud of, use them as lessons. Ask yourself, what did I learn? How can I do better next time? Then commit to taking action. Incorporating feedback from others can also enhance your self-reflection. Sometimes we are too close to our own lives to see things clearly. Trusted friends, mentors, or family members can provide valuable perspectives. Ask for constructive feedback and listen with an open mind. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say, but their insights might shed light on areas you hadn't considered. Transformation is only possible when you know where you are starting from. Self-reflection provides the map. Without it, you risk wandering aimlessly, chasing goals that aren't truly yours or following a path that leads nowhere. When you take the time to reflect, you set yourself up for purposeful action and meaningful change. As you look toward 2025, make self-reflection a priority. It is the foundation upon which all other growth is built. Be brave enough to ask yourself the hard questions, patient enough to find the answers, and committed enough to act on what you discover. Remember, the most powerful transformations begin with understanding yourself. Setting clear, actionable goals is a fundamental step in transforming your life. Without goals, it is easy to get lost in the shuffle of daily routines and distractions. Goals give you direction, purpose, and motivation. They provide a roadmap to where you want to go and help you stay focused when obstacles arise. However, simply having goals isn't enough. Your goals need to be specific, measurable, and most importantly, actionable. One of the first steps in setting effective goals is to clearly define what you want to achieve. Many people make the mistake of setting vague or general goals like I want to be successful, or I want to be happy. While these are admirable desires, they lack clarity. Without clear goals, it's difficult to know where to start, how to measure progress, or even what success looks like. Instead of vague goals, ask yourself, what exactly do I want to achieve, and why? For example, rather than saying I want to be successful, a clearer goal might be, I want to grow my business by 20% this year. This is a concrete, actionable goal with a clear target. Once you have a clear goal, you need to break it down into smaller, manageable steps. Large goals can often feel overwhelming, but when you break them down into smaller tasks, they become less intimidating and more achievable. Think of your goal as a puzzle. Each piece is a small task or milestone that, when completed, brings you closer to the bigger picture. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, you can break it down into smaller tasks like outlining chapters, writing 500 words per day, or researching topics. Each of these tasks is a small step that moves you toward completing your book. It's also crucial to make sure your goals are measurable. This means defining how you will track your progress and know when you've achieved your goal. For example, if your goal is to get healthier rather than saying, "I want to lose weight," set a specific target such as, "I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months." This gives you a clear metric to track. Measuring your progress regularly helps you stay motivated and on track. It allows you to see how far you've come and reminds you why you started in the first place. Another important aspect of setting goals is to ensure they are realistic and attainable. While it's great to aim high, setting goals that are too ambitious can lead to frustration and burnout. For example, if you are just starting out in a new career or business, setting a goal to become a millionaire in 1 year might be unrealistic. Instead, set a goal to achieve specific milestones, such as increasing your client base or securing a certain number of projects within the next 6 months. Realistic goals give you something to strive for, but they also feel attainable, which helps maintain your motivation. A powerful way to stay on track with your goals is to tie them to your values. When your goals align with your core values, they become more meaningful, and you'll be more committed to achieving them. For example, if one of your core values is personal growth, a goal that promotes learning or skill development, such as taking a professional course or learning a new language, will feel deeply fulfilling. When your goals reflect your values, they no longer feel like tasks you need to complete, but rather a way of living that resonates with who you are. Time management also plays a crucial role in goal achievement. Without a time frame, even the most well-defined goals can fall by the wayside. Setting deadlines helps you stay accountable and ensures that your goals don't get pushed aside for more immediate distractions. However, when setting deadlines, be realistic about how long each task will take. This will help you stay on track and avoid overwhelm. For instance, if you're working on a project, break it down into deadlines for each part: research, writing, editing, and allocate time accordingly. Accountability is another key factor in reaching your goals. Share your goals with someone you trust, whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor. Having someone to check in with, even if it's just to report on your progress, can help keep you on track. This external layer of accountability makes it harder to procrastinate or abandon your goals midway through. Finally, remember to be flexible. Life doesn't always go as planned, and sometimes you may need to adjust your goals along the way. If you encounter unexpected challenges or if circumstances change, don't be afraid to reassess and modify your goals. Flexibility allows you to adapt and find alternative paths to achieving your objectives without feeling discouraged. As you approach 2025, setting clear, actionable goals will be one of the most powerful tools you have in your transformation journey. Make sure your goals are specific, measurable, realistic, and aligned with your values. Break them down into manageable steps, track your progress, and stay accountable. And most importantly, remember that achieving your goals is not just about reaching the destination, it's about the growth and transformation you experience along the way. Taking consistent, deliberate action is one of the most essential steps in transforming your life. Many people have dreams, ideas, and goals, but the difference between those who succeed and those who fall short often comes down to the ability to take consistent, focused action toward those goals. It's easy to get caught up in planning, strategizing, and overthinking, but without action, nothing will change. Success is not achieved by thinking about change, it's achieved by making change happen. The first step in taking consistent action is to overcome the inertia that often holds us back. Starting something new can be intimidating. The idea of taking that first step might seem overwhelming, especially if the goal is large or long-term. However, once you start, momentum begins to build, and each step you take makes the next one a little easier. It's important to remind yourself that no action is too small to make a difference. Even the smallest effort, whether it's sending an email, making a phone call, or completing one task on your to-do list, can set the stage for bigger results. When you make the decision to take action, you are sending a signal to yourself and to the universe that you are serious about your transformation. One of the best ways to ensure consistent action is to break your larger goals down into smaller, more manageable tasks. This makes the process less daunting and more achievable. It's easy to become overwhelmed when looking at the bigger picture, but when you break it down into smaller steps, it becomes much easier to take action. For example, if your goal is to write a book, instead of thinking about the entire manuscript, focus on writing one chapter at a time. Each chapter will feel like its own victory and will push you forward to the next one. By breaking the goal down, you turn it from an intimidating project into a series of small, achievable tasks. Equally important is creating a daily or weekly action plan. Without a plan, it's easy to get sidetracked or procrastinate. Write down what you want to accomplish each day and prioritize the tasks that will bring you closer to your goal. A written plan serves as a reminder of what needs to be done and helps you stay focused. It also gives you a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day when you can check off the tasks you completed. The more specific you are with your action plan, the more likely you are to follow through. It's also crucial to develop habits that reinforce consistent action. Consistency is key to success, but it's not always easy to maintain. Establishing productive daily habits helps to keep you on track. For example, if your goal is to get healthier, make exercise a part of your daily routine. The more you make it a habit, the less you have to think about it. It becomes something you do automatically, and over time it starts to produce results. Building habits that align with your goals helps to ensure that action becomes a regular part of your life, rather than something you only do when you're feeling motivated. Staying accountable is another key factor in taking consistent action. When you make a commitment to someone else, whether it's a friend, mentor, or accountability partner, you are much more likely to follow through. Accountability helps to keep you motivated and on track. It's also a reminder that you're not in this alone, and that someone else is invested in your success. If you don't have someone to hold you accountable, consider joining a group or community of like-minded individuals who can provide support and encouragement. Surrounding yourself with people who are also working toward their own goals can be incredibly motivating, and it creates a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. Another important aspect of consistent action is learning to overcome obstacles and setbacks. The journey to transformation is rarely smooth. There will be challenges along the way, whether it's unexpected setbacks, a lack of motivation, or self-doubt. The key to overcoming these obstacles is persistence. Don't let setbacks derail you from your path. Instead, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Every challenge you face is a chance to build resilience, and overcoming obstacles is often what makes success even sweeter. When you push through difficult times, you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving your goals, no matter what. Equally important is being adaptable. Sometimes your initial plan may not work out as expected, or you might encounter unforeseen circumstances that require you to adjust. Flexibility in your approach is crucial to long-term success. If one method isn't working, don't be afraid to change course and try a different one. The key is to keep moving forward, no matter what. Taking consistent action also involves maintaining a positive mindset. The more positive and determined your mindset is, the more likely you are to continue taking action. It's easy to get discouraged when results don't come immediately, but it's important to trust the process and keep working. With each step you take, you are moving closer to your goal, even if you don't see immediate results. Keep your focus on the bigger picture, and let that drive you to continue taking action. As you work toward your transformation in 2025, remember that taking consistent, deliberate action is what will ultimately bring you success. Start small, stay organized, build habits, and embrace persistence. By doing so, you will create a powerful momentum that will carry you through the entire year. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent action, the changes you seek are well within reach.